Life-changing technology for people with vision issues. It's something you can't quite put a price on. One group is making sure that those suffering can see more clearly for free. Way 31's Julia Miller now joins us live from Decatur with more on the story. Julia?
Today was truly life-changing for some people here in Decatur in the blind and visually impaired community. They were given free, various high-tech visual aids which allowed them to see and do things they've never been able to before. Leanne McLaughlin was born legally blind, but she says it wasn't always this way.
The disease progressed over the years, and in the last 10 years, it's diminished quite a bit to where now I have to use a cane, and in the last 2 years, it's progressively gotten worse.
Losing her sight little by little hasn't been easy.
Lost my dad 2 years ago, and that's kind of a gut punch that I can't just pick up and look at his picture.
But that's now changed, all thanks to Sight Savers of America, a nonprofit that provides specialized vision equipment to those in need. Leanne received an OrCam read, a device that reads text out loud, giving her back a piece of her independence.
I can start reading books again, read my mail, read directions on things like if I'm in my kitchen cooking.
10 other visually impaired or blind people in Decatur also received devices designed to help them live more independently. Jennifer Haddock, the chief program officer with Sight Savers, says the impact goes far beyond just seeing better.
These video magnifiers or optical character recognition devices, the devices with AI, they really allow somebody to live a life like you or I do. It's life-changing for them. They're able to navigate the world. They're able to read their religious text, read letters from their family, see family photos, put on their makeup, do their hair, things like that that you and I take for granted every day.
She says Sight Savers funds these devices through grants and the support of the Alabama Institute of Blind and Deaf, making sure that these recipients can take home the devices completely free of charge. Reporting live in Decatur with coverage you can count on, Julia Miller, Way 31 News.
You can help save a life this week by giving blood. Life South Bloodmobile will make a stop at Muscle Shoals High School on Thursday. The drive will run from 8 until 4 o'clock. A quick response from Madison firefighters ended with a healthy mom and newborn baby girl. Madison Fire and Rescue say they received a call on Monday morning during a shift change, but firefighters jumped into action and responded to a woman in labor in just 1 minute and 23 seconds. And not even 4 minutes later, crews announced over the radio that they had delivered a healthy baby girl. First responders took both to the hospital to monitor them.
Now, Way 31 Storm Tracker Chief Meteorologist Jeff Castle with 31 Triple Doppler.
I'm liking most of your forecasts.
Yeah, most.
Like 70%.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the 30% you don't like?
The 30s and then the severe weather, even though it's low risk.
Yeah, and it is low
Yeah,
risk. So I don't think we
risk.
have much to worry about as far as that goes. But I can't do anything about the cold. It's coming. It's coming.
Just
It's
one
going to
day.
be a chill out there by Friday morning. You've been warned. Let's though start by talking about that severe weather threat. And as far as severe weather opportunities go, this one's really not looking like it's going to be a big deal. With that said, though, the Storm Prediction Center does have portions of North Alabama in a level 1 marginal risk for tomorrow. The threat is going to be a little bit more significant up towards Chicago and a little south of there. For us, that threat is mostly to the west of Sand Mountain, and it is going to be for some showers and storms that come through heading into the evening hours tomorrow. So the timing, not ideal. If it was more at peak heating, that might be a little bit of a different story. But the overall ingredients, not looking particularly alarming. I'm not overly impressed with the overall setup. Now, there is going to be plenty of wind shear, and that, of course, is one of the biggies, but not tons of lift coming through. The main part of this storm system driving the threat for showers and thunderstorms will be well north of us. Instability looks pretty low. The moisture is not going to be real robust. So as we talk about with severe weather ingredients, when they're kind of out of phase with each other, that limits the overall threat, and that's kind of what we're looking at right now. In fact, here's a look at some of those severe weather ingredients all combined into what the potential is And for the most part, we're staying here on the low end of the scale as we work our way on into tomorrow evening. We get up here in a little bit of yellow across parts of the shoals, southern middle Tennessee. So again, maybe an isolated stronger storm, but through the evening hours, that threat stays quite low here across the area. And the other thing is, we're not going to be tracking widespread rain, so there will be probably quite a few of you don't even see a drop of precip out of this either. Nothing out there right now. Wave 31 triple Doppler. Let's kind of show you how the showers and a few thunderstorms come in tomorrow. We will see clouds first overnight and on into the day on your Wednesday. Some of those waking up tomorrow morning. A lot of these will be thin early, so there'll be some filtered sunshine that will come on in. And then the cloud cover becomes a little bit more substantial late into the day. But notice through 5 o'clock, still not seeing much in the way of any precip out there. It'll likely be the evening hours when some showers and a few rumbles of thunder start to pop up. But again, here, future radar is not aggressive with the coverage of rainfall. And although it does generate maybe a couple isolated stronger showers or thunder showers, again, we're not seeing that a widespread threat. 10 o'clock in the evening, it's already a done deal out here towards the shoals, but still may have a few rumbles of thunder east of I-65. Then by the time we hit midnight tomorrow night, any rain should be clearing out of Sand Mountain. These are the threats we're going to be looking for, all of them on the low end, 40-mile-per-hour winds, maybe up to 50, but even a low chance for that. Tornado looks unlikely. I never say never when it comes to a tornado threat, but this is about as low as it gets. And because of that isolated rain, we're only looking at a localized downpour, and even that is not likely to be real significant for those of you that do get caught underneath one of those thunder showers tomorrow evening. Tonight into tomorrow morning, not as cold. 48 in Huntsville, 51 in Decatur, upper 40s there in Scottsboro, 43 Fort Payne, and out towards the shoals, probably one of the milder spots at 54. From there tomorrow, we do warm back up, even with less sunshine. 60s by 10 o'clock in the morning, and for the afternoon hours, checking things out here from the Wave 31 Storm Tracker weather app, just like today, we'll be back into the mid-70s. About 76 for Fort Payne, Scottsboro, 77 New Hope, Huntsville to Hazel Green, Meridianville, 75, same out towards Athens, and we'll look for mid-70s as well tomorrow in the shoals. Here's your Wave 31 Storm Tracker 10-day forecast. Spring arrives Thursday, won't feel like it, 50 for the high. And there's your freeze coming Thursday night into Friday morning. Most of us will be dipping to around that 30-degree mark. Some of you even into the upper 20s. We are back into the low 60s with some sun on your Friday. Over the weekend, back into the 70s. Another weather maker comes in late into the weekend. We'll mostly see probably a rain chance for Sunday night. Right now, not concerned about a severe weather threat with that, but we'll keep an eye on it for you. And temperatures next week will cool slightly back into the 60s for highs. Max?
The big dance is underway, but we've got a lot more to talk about than just Alabama and Auburn. We'll show you next in sports.
Way 31 Sports is brought to you by Current Electrical. Now from the Current Electrical Sports Center, Way 31 Sports with Max Cohan.
The Division I NCAA basketball tournament officially tipped off today in Dayton, but you could argue the best game of the day is going on right now in D2. As we speak, second-ranked Nova Southeastern and third-ranked UAH are battling it out in Fort Lauderdale for the South Region title. The game that features the highest-ranked teams still in the tournament happens to be a Sweet 16 matchup. Now, in addition to being ranked nationally, both teams have insane winning streaks on the line. UAH has won every game they've played since dropping their season opener to the Sharks, giving them 32 in a row. Nova has won their last 19 and have not lost at home since February of 2020, giving them 83 straight wins at Rick Case Arena, the site of tonight's game. It's a collision course the teams have seemed to be on all season long, and we'll let you know who wins round 2 tonight at 10. Among the teams still playing basketball this season are Auburn and North Alabama. Both the Lions and Tigers each won at least a share of their conference regular season title, and they even played each other back in November. Then fourth-ranked Auburn won that game 102-69, but now as the Lions prepare for the NIT, head coach Tony Pujols says it's a battle he remembers fondly.
I'm thankful that we went up against them because that you're right. That kind of set the bar for us. That allowed us to see, okay, if we want to do some special things, man, we just can't do it for a half, right? That's how I used it. If you can do that for a half against Auburn, why couldn't you do it in the second half, right? So I think what that did for our guys, it kind of just made them understand more and more how important it is to be locked in to preparation, to the process, right? You got to be locked in, man, because if you don't lock in, all it takes is a few possessions, and a team like that will blow open a game. So I'm grateful that we played them because I thought we learned a lot from it.
North Alabama will get their NIT run started against Bradley in Peoria, Illinois tomorrow at 7. The Lions are just one victory away from 25 wins for the first time since 2008. And down in Tuscaloosa, spring practice is underway for the Crimson Tide football team. Kalen DeBoer's squad hit the field for their second day in shells, and the coach says there was a lot of physicality and energy on display with no rust after spring break. And while there are still a lot of questions about what year 2 under DeBoer will look like, the coach opened his press conference talking about Tide hoops.
Exciting time, I know, for a lot of sports, but in particular our men's and women's basketball team. Just want to congratulate them on great seasons, and I know we're excited about what this weekend and the rest of the month holds for them. We'll be rooting them on. So some great coaches, Coach Curry and Coach Oates, just doing a great job with their teams.
So it's that time of year. Even the head football coach is talking about basketball. Yeah. There's an Alabama State-St. Francis game. I can't wait to get back into the office and watch. It's just that time of year. It's so much fun, but I know the weather might kind of ruin our fun a little bit.
Just a little bit. Not a big storm threat tomorrow, but we'll keep an eye on it. Freeze for the end of the week. That's probably going to be the bigger impact for the rest of the week. But we will keep an eye on tomorrow's storms as they come through during the evening hours. Might get an isolated strong one. Otherwise, yeah, a little chill there for the end of the week before temperatures bounce back into the 70s by the weekend.
Overall, though, it looks really nice for a stretch of time here.
Yeah, it doesn't look too active.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you back here at 10 o'clock tonight. Have a good night, everyone.
Would beat Drake.
Yeah, I seen it.
Is that true?
I seen it.
Would that happen, do you think?
We had to see.
Universal Music Group asked a judge to dismiss Drake's defamation lawsuit, which accuses the company of promoting Not Like Us, despite its, quote, false allegation that Drake is a pedophile.
A minor.
The label calls the track rhetorical hyperbole, not fact, and claims Drake is only suing them because he, quote, lost a rap battle that he provoked, and that it's a double standard to expect them to promote his diss tracks against Kendrick and not vice versa.
Red beef, I'm trying to get the party lit.
While Drake's Party Next Door collab hit #1 last month, beating out Kendrick's album, his lawyer calls their label a greedy company profiting from dangerous misinformation. This as the Super Bowl halftime performer shattered Drake's Spotify record, racking up 100 million listeners a month.
We don't really win. There's no, the competition is like, it's like unspoken. That makes it so much, more intense and competitive.
So much fallout over a rap battle. All right, let's move on now to Gwyneth Paltrow. The woman who became the face of conscious uncoupling just revealed she's doing the complete opposite with new co-star Timothée Chalamet.
It was really important for me to show up with honesty and vulnerability.
Gwyneth's confession? She and Timothy have a lot of sex in their new movie Marty Supreme. A lot, including several vulnerable positions. And acknowledging the 23-year age difference, she admitted her thought was, great, I'm 109 years old, you're 14. The Vanity Fair cover star says she did the role refusing the need for an intimacy coordinator and goes on to call Kylie Jenner
So I haven't done top. I'm Georgia Clark. Tonight on Fox 20 News at 9, House lawmakers I'm Georgia Clark. Tonight on Fox 20 News at 9, House lawmakers pass a massive tax cut package. What this means for you and your family's wallets.
And I'll have an update on our next chance for showers and a few storms in your forecast. Voor de snelheid van de lijsttopstation en de balans. Ultimately, for me, we to object as the sign that after the most on as we need to know I'm Georgia Clark. Tonight on Fox 20 News at 9, House lawmakers pass a massive tax cut package. What this means for you and your family's wallets. And I'll have an update on our next chance for showers and a few storms in your forecast.